Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today, as you can see on my screen, I have my latest poll pulled up, and let's just say, we're gonna need to have a talk, okay? So, a majority of you, okay, being 57% of you guys, picked the most reasonable answer, which is LF Ultimate Gohan, okay? Now, the main reason why I am, making this video is specifically because of your guys' choice of picking Ultra Majin Vegeta and Ultra Beast Gohan. Okay, so as you can see, the question right here clearly says who is the best release of 2024 in terms of both individual performance. Okay, we read that individual performance and meta health. Okay. The thing is, you guys got the individual performance part right. Okay, yeah, all these were very good units, and it makes sense to pick any one of these. If you guys picked any one of these, if the question was just individual performance, I would not bat an eye if you guys picked LF Ultimate Gohan, UG4, Ultra Majin Vegeta, or Beast Gohan. Okay, nobody would care. Okay, now, but the fact is, I put in meta health. Okay, we're talking about who best affected the meta, or at the time when they released, or when they were at their prime, or most effective. Sorry, when they were at their most influential. Yeah, that's a good word. Okay, so you guys, okay, I'm gonna be frank with you. That is a horrendous take. Okay, I'm sorry. Picking Ultra Majin Vegeta, okay, saying that he was good for the meta is genuinely scary to think about. Okay, the fact that people actually think this. Okay, so it's either you guys did not read, okay, and just looked at the characters and chose who was the best out of these four, or you genuinely think that Ultra Majin Vegeta was good for the meta. I mean, seriously, we could just list a bunch of things: counter gauge, lock in ultimate, wide range green card that restores your entire hand. Okay, draws 4 new cards if you have 3 or fewer, which is ridiculous. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, completely forgot. Buff cancellation, endurance, like dude, card draw speed. Like, I don't know what more you need to give a unit. Okay, like a counter gauge is already enough. Like, dude, just give him everything else but the counter gauge, or get rid of the endurance part. But no, they had to give him the full package, and he was and still is pretty good. Okay, he on release was broken even. Okay, he did not help the meta. Okay, he only made it worse by introducing or helping to continue the infinite combo meta. Okay, that Vegito Blue low key kind of started, because again, Ultra Turles started the timer count meta, where you didn't do anything to your opponent and they couldn't do anything to you until timer count. So it would be based off damage, because everybody was just tanking buff removal after buff removal. Okay, or buff cancellation, whatever you want to call it. Okay, Ultra Majin Vegeta did not help that. All he did is just make it so that, well, again, he has buff cancellation with endurance, paired with endurance, so that's not any better. I mean, LF Ultimate Gohan has that exact same thing, but he doesn't have all the other bullshit that makes UMV so broken. Okay, at least he was, definitely manageable in the meta, which I can definitely save, because I mean, God ranks and all that stuff. Don't want to flex, but still, like, he was definitely manageable. Anybody could say that. Yes, UG4, he was handleable, if that's even a word. He was manageable as well. Okay, like, you could one-shot him. For Vegeta, you couldn't really one-shot him unless you got him on, like, a either cover change or a drop combo with an ultimate, or an endurance nullifying rush. Other than that, you weren't killing him in one hit. Ultra Beast Gohan, you could one-shot him, because the other guys, all of these people, except from UMV, can't really tank. Their defenses are not the best. Okay, with Ultimate Gohan, bring in one yellow unit, or even a type neutral green unit like God Goku, and he's done. Just like that. UG4, bring in anybody, he's getting one shot. Okay, so Beast Gohan, he's almost as bad as UG4 when it comes to tanking, and he has a counter gauge that activates one time against Rising Rushes and Ultimates, well, and Awaken Arts cards. But then again, you're not running Cell and Frieza, or what is it? green Android, yellow or green Android 16, um, or the free-to-play Cyberman. Okay, you're not running those guys, so there's really no point in using the Awaken Arts card, but at least Beast Gohan is definitely more manageable than UMV, because he was not broken, okay? He was definitely top one, for sure. People would even argue top two, but I'm like, I don't know, dude. Beast Gohan with his ability to just casually one-shot anybody, definitely gave him that slight edge, and plus, being able to reduce all types of damage, you know, slice, pierce, and explode damage, and impact, being pretty good. UMV, I'm pretty sure, has impact, pierce, and explode. I'm not even sure, dude. I need to reread his kit. But regardless, all I can say for sure is that he is broken. Also, I just realized something. That line matches up with the end perfectly. Okay, I don't know why. That's just so random. But anyway, so what I'm going to say is that was a horrendous take. Okay, I'm really sorry. But you guys, yeah, please, whoever picked UMV, please rethink your life choices. Okay? If you picked Ultimate Gohan, I congratulate you. You are now of the best people on this planet. If you picked G4, good job, but you kind of need to redo that because it's not quite the correct answer. I mean, he helped reset the meta, for sure. Made it into more of a one-shot, quick kind of, fun, fast-paced meta, which, in my opinion, is something I like. I like a fast-paced match. But UMV, oh my god, this dude, holy shit, this dude, he just draws out the match, bro, man, run in with Go Tanks and say, I don't know, and then when Super Saiyan 3 Goku drop, run these three guys together for a crazy ass Buu Saga setup, and then it'll just be combo after combo after combo. So you're just watching the same three animations: a green card, a strike, and a blast, and a charge step. Watching them over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and you can't really do anything. So literally, whenever I get stuck in one of these combos, okay, I'm literally no joke. Okay, I set the phone down and I go get a glass of water because I know that by the time I come back, they will still be comboing my ass. Okay, that's how annoying these things are. Okay, it's only fun when you're the one doing the combo, but when you're getting hit after hit after hit, taking these one after the other, it's not fun. Okay, trust me, and that's not just a thing that I'm saying. That's not just my personal opinion. Okay, I think we can all agree nobody likes getting comboed. For 99s, every single time getting a 99 combo, done on you, it's man, it really sucks. Okay, and UMV, man, did not make it any better. And plus, he has buff cancellation with endurance, okay? Having that paired with endurance only means that they're going to be comboing you for longer because you have a second life to survive it more. And that lock-in ultimate, bro, you choose who to kill, okay? The opponent, switches in to somebody, let's say they accidentally switch into somebody with type disadvantage. You proc that ultimate, they're dead. Okay? He is not. Oh my god, bro. Okay, yeah, he's not making it any better for G4, unfortunately. Or pretty much anybody. And then, bro, trust me, dude, there are these really scummy God rank players I see, bro. Let's say you want to switch, but then you. Okay, but then you realize that he's about to proc his ultimate. You predict that the opponent is going to do that. So then you just switch anyway. So then you're like, okay, well, it does not really matter. He's going to proc his ultimate, inflict me with no switching, and I can't switch. Okay, not that big of a deal. But then the person, they drop combo. Oh my god, they drop that ultimate. And then, well, guess what? You switch, and then they hit you with it. And then you end up taking all that punishment. Dude, this has happened to me far too many times. Okay, I swear, whoever I'm getting paired up with, okay, this was a godsend and not in a good way. Okay, purposely just out to troll me. But yeah, I'm telling you, UMV is not good for the meta. Okay, here, let's actually give them a rating out of 10 on both individual performance and meta health, and whoever has the lowest score, okay, that is who we're going to vote as the worst unit, and just quite frankly, why you should not have picked UMV. Ultimate Gohan, for being a number one unit, we're gonna give him an 8.5. But because he was not so okay, let's give him a 9 because I don't want to do all this decimal mental math because I'm not about to whip out a calculator right now. But because he was not so overly oppressive, right? We're gonna give him a 9, but not a 10. Okay, because he was definitely manageable. Like, you could take him out in a bunch of different ways. Okay, plus G4 nullifying health restoration without huge success ultimate. Definitely put a stunt to Ultimate Gohan's Reign of Terror. Okay, so we're going to give him a 9. For meta health, since he didn't really do much to affect the meta aside bringing back the Hybrid Saiyan team, oh my god. Besides bringing back the Hybrid Saiyan team, wasn't really that big of an issue. So we're going to give him a 6. Okay, for not really doing much, but he also did not harm the meta that much either. So we're going to give him a 9 and a 6. Okay, so that equates to a 15 out of 20. Okay, so he is currently at 75%, being 3/4. Okay, so he currently scores a 75%. Okay, G4. We're going to give him also a 9 for being the number 1 unit, and probably like one of the few more modern characters where you could straight up where you could not deny or doubt that he was number 1. It was unanimously voted that he was number 1. Okay, so we're going to give him a 9 because he was not overly oppressive. Okay, you could still take him out if you were good enough of a player. Okay, now for meta health, since he actually reset the meta completely, right, making it, let's say, rewarding better players, okay, who could last longer in these matches against characters that could straight up one-shot you, like G4, and, just got rid of all green units. So it was really in his favor, but he also did not destroy it in a way that made it like you could only run G4 or you did not play the game. So we're going to give him a 7 for that. And, yeah. Also, I'm going to give Ultimate Gohan an 8 simply because he was actually very balanced of a unit. Okay, so we're actually going to take that back, and we're going to give him a 17 out of 20. For G4, we're going to give him a 6 out of 10 for the meta health, so that will be a 15 out of 20. Okay, for UMV, he's getting a straight up solid 10 out of 10. He was broken. He was really, 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 really oppressive. Okay, but in terms of meta health, since he only made it much worse, we're going to give him a 3. Actually, sorry, no, wait, yeah. We're going to give him a 3 out of 10 because, again, it just made it really, really boring to play. Not fun at all, okay, unless you were running UMV. And even then, it was boring. You're just spamming green cards, spamming strikes and ultimates. Okay, it's really not that fun. So we're going to give him a 3. So that's 13 out of 20. So very low. For Beast Gohan, we're going to give him a 9. He was obviously number 1, but not oppressive like UMV. And we're going to give him a 6. Okay, just like G4. We're going to give him a 5 because he's around average. He did not really do much to the meta because even though his main goal was to like get rid of the long combo meta, he didn't really do anything. He was just one-shot a unit maybe once or twice, but because they had buff cancellation, he would only one-shot them one time with his active gauge, so it really did not make much of a difference. Because if you had comeback or indestructible, revival, and whatnot, or succession later on, about a month or two later, it really did not do much for the meta. So we're gonna give him a 5, being average. He did not harm it, but he also did not make it any better. So that's a 5. So he is receiving a 14 out of 20. So the highest score goes to LF Ultimate Gohan, who I am proud to say was the winner of this poll. Then G4, then Beast Gohan, and then UMV. So yeah, guys, please read. Just read the question, okay? It's really not that hard. Anyway, that's all for me for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this video. I'm really trying to hit 1K by the end of the year. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Mr. Goat Jita out. Peace.